All right, everyone gathered here today, let's talk about the 4th of July. As a black person and someone who's seen the grit and the glory of this country, the 4th of July hits different. It's not just a day on the calendar. On the one hand, yeah, I'm just like you. I love a good hot dog sizzling on the grill, a juicy burger, the smell of summer nights filled with laughter, and the boom and sparkle of fireworks lighting up the sky. And let's be real, who doesn't appreciate a day off work to spend with family, just chillin', unwinding? That sense of ease, of collective joy, it's real. But then, as a black person in this country, where history screams from every brick, from every cobblestone, you can't just turn off that other part of your brain. You hear Independence Day, and a chill runs down your spine because you know what that independence truly meant at the time. Think about it. 1776, the Declaration of Independence. All men are created equal, they wrote. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Flowery words, beautiful ideals, but for millions of my ancestors, those words were a cruel, brutal lie. They were enslaved, chained, bought and sold like cattle, their families ripped apart. Their labor built the very foundations of this nation that dared to declare its freedom. Imagine being one of them, watching the festivities, hearing the cheers for liberty while you were still in bondage, still considered property. What would that 4th of July have felt like? It's exactly what Frederick Douglass, who spoke so powerfully, asked, "What, to the American slave, is your 4th of July?" He said, "I answer, a day that reveals to him, more than all other days in the year, the gross injustice and cruelty to which he is the constant victim." And here we are, all these years later. We've come far, no doubt, but the echoes of that hypocrisy, they still reverberate. We're still fighting for true equality, still seeing systemic racism in our justice system, in our schools, in our healthcare, in the very streets of our cities. The conditions have changed, but the fight for full liberation, for the promise of this country to truly include all its people, that fight continues. So when I see those fireworks explode, I feel two things at once. I feel the warmth of family, the simple joy of summer, but I also feel the weight of history, the sting of that fundamental contradiction. It's a reminder that our work isn't done, that the pursuit of happiness and liberty for all is an ongoing struggle, not just a historical declaration. And until that promise is truly, unequivocally fulfilled for every single person in this nation, the 4th of July remains, for many of us, a complicated day. A day to reflect, to remember, and to recommit to the ongoing fight for justice.